I don't know, 5 or 6 years old, I was always kind of thinking, like, could I change? Because I always knew that I wanted to be a girl, and I was like, well, could I change?
The way I've often explained it to people is that it felt like splitting myself in two, where journalism is all about honesty, right? Like, you want to tell the truth to the best of your ability. And frankly, it felt like I was lying to viewers.
When the GOP in Iowa was pushing through a lot of anti-trans bills, in a time when I was feeling really hopeless and really totally down about what was going on in Iowa, sort of reminded me that like a bunch of small actions can really make a big difference and add up to a lot.
It doesn't matter what you are, you can be who you want to be.
If I couldn't have changed, I would have been probably sad. I'm also very disappointed that the bathroom bill and the Don't Say Gay bill, all those, and they're just making them and we can't exactly stop it. And we try to speak up, but they just can't hear.
And so it's a very exciting time, it's a very challenging time. So, yeah, people are needed.
It really motivates me seeing those messages to be as open and out as I am, because I want to help create that world where they don't have to hide anymore. That's the type of energy that I want to cultivate. I want to just be as myself as possible to help educate and maybe even and just encourage others to be as out as they can possibly be, because I want people to get to see happy trans people. So often those narratives just revolve around suffering and sadness, but I just wish more people got to see how happy my transition has made me. Just getting to unapologetically be myself is just the highest act of courage I could imagine.
I knew it would be helping our situation, and speaking up would help other people too, because it just isn't fair for us. It isn't fair. We have a hard life. Life is hard.
I think my role as an ally, and specifically as a business owner, as a wedding photographer, it's still my pleasure and my duty to invest in that community and to celebrate them intentionally, because I think it's everybody's right to be celebrated intentionally and unconditionally. I just want everybody to feel intentionally loved. I think weddings are like a season in life that most of us just get to be unconditionally celebrated, right? And it's our day, we get to do whatever we want, but for a lot of queer couples, they don't get to have that experience.
It's not fair being a kid that doesn't get to do what they want to do. We should be able to do what we want though, but the teachers can't tell us what to do because we're just kids and we're still learning.
We aren't monsters. We are normal people, but it's just we're a bit different. And in school, we learn that it's okay to be different and you shouldn't bully.
That safe space was needed for them to let down their guard and to let that out and feel safe with it and kind of heal. That's why these safe spaces are unique and needed.
It's such a joy to just be able to celebrate people unconditionally and hype them up and show them how beautiful I see them, and to create portraits for them that I think totally reflect their inner selves. And so approaching that one-on-one every single time is just a special thing that I get to do, and I'm really grateful.
Something that brings me joy is when other people are happy, and also when I'm happy. and it brings me joy that I can be myself and like be who I am.
I have a life that I want to be living, and I don't feel like a passenger anymore. Like I'm present and I'm really in control of my life, it feels like, for the first time ever. And that is a direct result of me choosing to pursue that transition. And that's what I'd want anyone else to know who's going through this, is that that sense of self and purpose and confidence that comes with it is so much more valuable than anything else that comes along with it.